Yes, hey guys, how are you doing today? Alright, this is the Prophet. I'm back with the real talk. Last time I was talking about how do you know if a man loves you, and today I want to talk about a very serious topic, and I believe somebody is going to be blessed. I've made this real talk. I want to deal with relationship issues because I see it is one of the key things. If our relationships are strong, also our walk in God is also strong. So today I want us to teach about a very powerful thing and a very serious thing, and I want to teach about how do you deal with your ex. Mhm. All right, both in a spiritual level, and also I want to teach both in real talk, right? Because this is real talk, and I usually like to talk about real things, what really affects people, especially people in our generation, what really affects us. And I want to talk about it. How do you actually deal with your ex? How do you deal with your ex? Because most of the time, there is something you have to understand. There is something we call soul ties. Soul ties. Many people, when they have their ex, immediately they end a relationship. Actually, what they do is some people, what they do, they block the person. Another thing, they delete the number. But let me ask you, you just blocking the person, you just deleting the number, have you done anything? No, you cannot block the feelings too. You cannot block the emotions too. So it is something that really needs somebody who knows how to handle it. So that is what I want us to talk about today. And I believe somebody is going to get something. I believe somebody is going to get help. Um, Before I just begin to talk, I will ask you to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that every time I post a new video, you watch it and at least you learn something. Okay, so that is why I've put up this thing. I call it real talk. Now, so we have to understand how we are going to deal with our ex, because there is something we call soul tie. Soul tie means that the moment you have been in a relationship with somebody, your soul is tied with that person. That is why you find it is very hard to move on. Actually, some people, you see, for us men, it is like we take like, oh, she has left me, I'm moving on, I'm going to another lady. The moment you move on 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, you begin to think about her. Ladies, you can take your time, and then you are mourning, you mourn for some period, and then after you finish to mourn, you have moved on, you are deep in another relationship, but you keep on remembering the other. So there has to be a way you are supposed to deal with it. One, it is a spiritual way, and this I'm going to share the whole of it, so I can advise you spiritually, and also I can advise you in real life. So the first thing that I advise people when they break up from a relationship, especially when you're having an ex, it's very good for you to take some time off. What do I mean by taking some time off? What I mean is that it's good for you to have just a season where you're not having any relationship. It is not good for you just to leave this relationship, get into another. No. What I advise is that if you have left this relationship, have some time off, because the relationship that you're having is a matter of you. It is not always, so you can break because of the problems of the other person, but also you have to look at yourself. Sometimes we can see just the log, we can just see the peg in our neighbor's eye, and we fail to see the log in our own. So I always advise people, especially if you're from a relationship, take time off. Take time off from that, from just relationship stuff. Just have friends. If you are a lady, just have male friends. No feelings attached, nothing. Take some time off of the relationship lane. And also, if you're having an ex, sometimes you can have the ex, and now sometimes it is just a must for you to talk, because some of you're working with them, some of you just run into each other. the best thing I can also advise is, as you take time off, also keep conversations off. What I mean keep conversations off, I mean just talk when it's really necessary. You see, if you want to manage that X, if you want to really come out of it very well, number one, take time off from relationships now. Because if you just jump from this relationship, you're jumping into another. You are picking baggage from this other relationship, you are bringing into this new relationship. So it's good for you, if you are from another relationship, just stay well, keep off from a relationship for some good time, and from there you will have now a good base for you to start another relationship. And also it is very good, if you have now gotten to the other relationship, it is not good for you to keep communicating with your ex. Or if you are communicating, just communicate when it is a must, because it is always like an insult now when you talk to your ex and you have your present relationship. It's always like an insult. The other thing is, also, you see, when you are just from another relationship, you see, there is something we call boredom. Sometimes boredom hits. You begin to feel like I'm bored. Now what can I do? Who should I stay with? No. Now, never let boredom to connect you with the wrong people. It is better you get bored and still remain okay. Are you getting my point? So that one also, I want you to put that in the back. Lastly, I want to say this, but I'm going to make another series about this. About the soul tie that I was speaking. Now, this is a spiritual aspect of it. So, for your ex, especially, you have been tied together. And what ties you together is something very simple. You see, somebody might say, I haven't slept with her, I haven't done anything bad with her, but I still have feelings for her. Okay, actually, if you have already slept with somebody before marriage, one thing I can never condemn you. What I say, it is not good, but repent. Okay, that is what I can say. But now, if you have already slept with somebody, now that one puts the soul tie more close, but no condemnation. What I'm just trying to say is that it is good for you to be right with God, come and repent. But now, when you are in a relationship with somebody, especially with your ex, you have already committed sexual, you have sexual intercourse with each other. That one binds the soul tie. That is why, even though you are moving ahead, you still have strong feelings. And also those who haven't committed themselves in sex, in a relationship, you see, the words that you say in a relationship can bind you. Those are the things that pulls the soul tie. The words and the sex, those are the two things. So you're supposed to work out how you're going to revoke these words. Are you getting me? Because now you see, when you are together, no matter how, you see, because he will have a legal right on you. She will have a legal right on you. That is why many people have weaknesses with their ex. You are very strong. You don't want to go back to him, but there is just something. Some people come to me and they told me, Prof, there is just something that still pushes me to this man. I don't know what is it. He's doing bad, but there is a soul tie. It needs to be broken. The first thing you need to do is you need really to pray. Okay, I'm giving a spiritual aspect of that. You really need to pray about it, because you see, when you're in a relationship, you begin to say words. You say words like, I will never leave you. You are the love of my life. I will never marry another woman. I will never have another husband. You see, those words, as you say, they stick. That is what it pulls your souls together. That is what ties your souls together. So if you want to come to a new relationship, you must revoke those words. You must come and pray. I usually advise people, pray and fast like for 24 hours, revoking the words. Otherwise, if you just come from this relationship, go to the other one. That is why you see the other one is not much affectionate like this one. This one you're currently having is not affectionate like the other one that you used to have, because now you used to tell the person very big words, you're telling the person very sweet words, but now you never knew that those words are tying you. And also sex also ties people. So if you're moving on from one relationship to another, it's very good for you to pray, have a prayer and fasting, cancel every spirit of soul ties that might be pulling you together, and I believe you shall be well. So I've not spoken everything, but what I can also say is if you have a comment, just put it down there. Tell me, Prof, I also want you to talk about this. Also, if you have a point about the soul tie issue, about how to deal with the ex, also put it down there. I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna reply you. So also if you have another topic that you want me to handle in a relationship or in any aspect of life, also talk to me. I'm gonna handle it, and I'm gonna post the video in this place. So stay blessed. This is Real Talk. I love you so much. All I want you to do is I want you to subscribe to my channel, and also keep remaining to be here. I'll always give you real stuff, and it is also real talk. Stay blessed. I love you so much.